Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite shoes for summer. These are 9 pairs of shoes that I am constantly reaching for right now. And if you have been a part of my channel or you follow me on Instagram, there's a really good chance that you've seen at least a few of these pairs before because they're just in rotation for my wardrobe. I'll have all of the links down below in the description box if you want to check any of them out. A lot of these are current. There's a few that I got years ago, but I continually wear them and they should still be in stock. I don't know if they'll have that specific color still, but I'll just try to link something that's like the same style down below in case you're interested. All of these shoes as well, I believe, are my normal size. So I'm a size 6, and I believe every single pair of shoes that I got is true to size. So if you're interested in any of the shoes, that information will be down below in the description box. But let's get into my favorite shoes for summer. Okay, we're gonna start with my newest pair. These are a pair of sandals from Madewell, and I'm gonna be showing you guys sandals, sneakers, heels, kind of a broad spectrum of different types of shoes that I've been loving. But these sandals are current to Madewell. I think they basically just came out and I have been wearing these non-stop. I think they're so unique. I love the fact that the base of them is an espadrille, so it's got this really nice woven base. They are rubber on the bottom, so you're not going to be slipping around. It also makes the actual platform a little bit more comfortable because it has a rubber bottom. What I really like about these the most though, honestly, is the brown leather. I haven't seen a ton of shoes with like a cool tone brown like this. I feel like a really popular shade of brown in most of the Madewell shoes is more of like a warm tone, like orangey brown, whereas this is a really beautiful cool tone brown. So this really just felt really different to me. I also love that this part of the shoe is woven. One thing I will say is that these shoes run a little bit narrow. So I did get my size and I feel like they are correct as far as length goes. They are a little bit narrow though. So if you have a wider foot, I would maybe say like size up half a size, or I would maybe pass, honestly, because you can tell here that they do kind of come in right at the arch a little bit in a narrow way. But if you don't have a wider foot, I would highly recommend these. I just think they're so cute. I love the little bit of platform. I'm 5'2", so any type of height really helps. And I think they're just really cute on. I love the way that they look. I think they're super flattering. And I also like that there's the strap on the heels so you can wear them throughout the day and you don't have to worry about them slipping off. They just feel like a really good summer shoe. And again, I just love the woven mixed with a cool tone brown. To me, that's the best part of the shoe. Next pair of shoes I have worn to death. I got these, I believe, last year, maybe. I don't know if I got them in the fall of last year, but I've had these for quite a while now, and these are my go-tos for a heel because one, I know that I can wear them for a pretty long time and they're actually really comfortable. I wore them in New York a little bit when I was like walking to dinner. I love these because again, they're this beautiful rich brown. They have these really thin straps, so they basically go with everything. It's funny because I feel like a lot of these shoes are gonna be very neutral. If you guys are not familiar with my style or my channel, a lot of my clothes are neutral. You can probably tell from my environment right now and what I'm wearing, but I always gravitate towards classics and very easy to wear pieces, especially when it comes to shoes and bags, because I want to get a lot of wear out of them. So these are from Alohas. They're just so comfy. I think they're a great heel height. I love the shape and the silhouette of the heel. I just think this is really unique. It's almost like a patent leather on the back, and then you have the brown suede. You can see I have worn these so much. They're just really comfortable, the perfect heel height for me. And because they're a more strappy design, I think they're super flattering on the foot. So these are some of my favorites. I love the square toe as well, kind of how it's straight right there. You've definitely seen me wear these though if you've been a part of my channel or you follow me on Instagram. If I can't decide on a pair of shoes to wear with outfit, it's pretty likely I'll grab these. So these are my favorites last year and this year, really. I wore these a lot last year as well. So they're still some of my favorites. Let's get into sneakers because I have 2 pairs that I want to show you guys. They are both some of my favorites and they're so good that I have each pair in multiple color variations because I just love them so much. So first pair of sneakers are the MWL Madewell Quartz sneakers. These are really cool because they kind of have that Air Force One vibe from Nike, except they are a little bit more, not like dressy, but the Nike ones are like super cool girl. These are like still a little bit more polished looking. So I love these because they have the brown suede on the back with the MWL logo. And then also I love that this is a different color. So if you look really closely, the actual base of this shoe has little speckles in it. So you have some nice texture, and then the bottom of it, the actual sole of it is brown. So again, it falls into the neutrals, which I just love. Obviously I wear these with everything. They are super, super comfortable, and I just love that they're slightly more chunky than the ones I'm gonna show you next, but at the same time, like they're not a chunky pair of shoes in the sense that you couldn't wear them with like a dress, if that makes sense. So these are my like very casual sneaker, well, that's not true because I have a pair of like running shoes I'm gonna show you guys. So these are like my like right in between. I've got my Everlane ones, which I'm about to show you, these ones, and then my running shoes. These kind of fall in the middle. If I'm gonna wear like shorts and a tank, I'll probably grab these. If I'm gonna wear a dress, I'll probably wear the Everlane ones, if that makes sense. So these are the Everlane sneakers, and funny enough, these are also called the Quartz sneaker, I believe. So it's I don't know, maybe it's a coincidence, maybe it's not. Both are named the Quartz sneaker from Madewell and from Everlane. I've had these for years and I love them. I have these in another color variation like I mentioned. I have them in an off-white with a green leather back, which is really cool. Also with the Madewell ones, I have them with a lime green backs. They also come with like a purple back. So these ones come in a bunch of different colors, which is really fun. But these Everlane ones are probably my ride or dies. I wore these around New York. I wore these walking from Chelsea to Soho and back, and they honestly were great. Because they're leather and because the Madewell ones are leather as well, I would recommend breaking them in before you walk around New York in them. But like I said, I've had these for, I don't know when I got these. It's honestly maybe been a year, 2 years at this point, and I've definitely broken them in. They're like my go-to comfy cute sneaker, and they have served me really well. I love everything about them. I love that they're a little bit less chunky than the Madewell ones, so they look really cute with dresses or whenever you want just like a slightly nicer looking sneaker. I find myself reaching for these the most over the slightly off-white and dark green version, just because they're truly all white and they go with everything. And these are the two sneakers side by side, just in case you want to see what they look like. So we've got the Everlane one and the Madewell one, and you can see the Everlane one has a little bit more of like a slimmer profile than the Madewell one, but I love kind of the chunkiness of the Madewell one. So that's kind of an overview of the two sneakers. All right, since we're on the topic of sneakers, I'm just gonna keep going with my last pair of sneakers. These are my Hokas, and these are I think these are the Bondi 7s. I got these like a year and a half ago to 2 years ago, and they've served me so well. And I've gotten so many questions when I post like a little like shoe pic after I've gone running or something, or if I'm on a walk. People always ask me, what version of the Hokas are those? So these ones were like a limited run during the Clifton 7s, and when I saw these, I was like, I have to get those. So I like hunted them down and I bought a pair. I think I got them for my birthday, but they have just been the best shoe. And honestly, I'm probably at the end of the life for actually running. I run a ton on these, and so I might retire these to my walking shoes, my like casual shoes if I'm taking Bradley on a walk or going hiking, and get another pair of the Cliftons. I've also wanted to try the Bondis, which I've heard are really, really comfortable. What's funny is that Jason's sister, who runs a ton, turned both of us on to Hoka a couple of years ago, and then I feel like this year Hoka has like exploded with people, and now everyone's getting them for like walking around and looking cute and all that stuff. So they've definitely grown in popularity so much over the last year. But honestly guys, like they are some of the best, most comfortable shoes. I wore these around New York a ton, and they were so good for my feet and for my knees. So if you haven't tried a pair of Hokas, I would highly, highly recommend. I know this color variation doesn't exist anymore, but they have so many cute, fun, like like pastel colors. So I'll link some other ones down below. Like I said, these are the Clifton 7s. I don't know if the Clifton 7 exists anymore. I think now there's the Clifton 8 because they update their shoes a lot. So anyway, I'll link whatever is like most similar in style and shape. These ones are not gonna be as cloud-like as the Bondi shoes. So if you want even more bounce and more cushion, I would check out the Bondis as well. Jason wears the Bondis to run and he loves them. The Cliftons have been great for me. So I'll link both of them down below if you want to check them out. They're just incredible and I definitely think they're worth the hype. Let's jump back to sandals. So this next pair of shoes are from Madewell and I got these last spring or last summer and I've worn these a ton because I think they're just a really great style to have. Like you cannot go wrong with a clean black sandal. I like these because they have a little bit of a woven design. I don't think that these ones exist anymore on the Madewell website, which is such a bummer, but I'll link something that's pretty similar down below. I think Madewell might have a similar style to this, but they're not woven. And then I do know that Nisolo, which is a brand here in Nashville that makes just incredible leather quality goods. Like they have bags and totes and shoes and their leather quality is like insane. I believe they have a pair of shoes that are really, really similar to this with the woven design. So I'll link those down below as well because I can pretty much vouch for Nisolo. These are just a pair of shoes that I wear a ton. They literally match everything. You can't go wrong with a pair of black sandals like this, and they're just some of my most worn. So not a whole lot to say other than these are like a good throw on pair and I've found them to be really easy to style up. Next up is a pair of shoes that I really had put off for a long time, but then after I got these, I was like, I love these and it's worth the hype. They're a pair of Birkenstocks. And I know you guys are thinking, you're like, oh, Chloe, you're so late to the game. I've been wearing Birkenstocks since middle school. And that's why I feel like I never jumped on the Birkenstock train because the only memories that I had of Birkenstocks were like people in middle school and high school wearing them. And I was like, is that a shoe that people are still wearing now? I love these. So I actually got these on the Madewell website because I had a gift card and I had been looking at a pair of Birkenstocks. And when I saw that they had a pair on the Madewell website and had a gift card, I was like, we're gonna get the Birkenstocks. So I got these in my normal size. I have a 36 and these ones are almost like a taupey green. They have a really subtle green hint to them, but I wouldn't say they're like olive green. They're not like technically green, but they have a slight undertone of green. These have just worn in so well. I love these. I wear them to 30A when Jason and I go to the beach and they're perfect because even though they're a sandal, they're like more substantial. So I feel really comfy like biking in them, walking long distance in them. I wear these in the morning to Pilates. I just like having a pair of these. I wear them whenever I do like yard work quickly or take Riley on a walk. They're just kind of a necessity to me at this point. I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever not have a pair of Birkenstocks. So you have to break them in the sense that they have to form to your foot. That's like the whole thing about Birkenstocks is that they form to your literal foot over time and you don't want anyone else wearing your Birkenstock. And if you try someone else's Birkenstocks on, they're not gonna feel that good because they seriously have to like meld to your foot after months. And so now that they have become one with my foot, I really, really like these and they're so comfortable. And even though they still kind of remind me of middle school and high school, I really like them. And also like I will wear them with like what I'm wearing right now and I feel like it kind of works. It's like a summer vibe. Jason got Birkenstocks before me and he was like, Chloe, you're missing out. You're gonna want a pair of these for the beach. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get Birkenstocks. They're ugly. And honestly, y'all, I have fallen in love and I will not live without a pair of Birkenstocks. They also have so many cute ones now, like so many different color variations. Like there are so many different styles of Birkenstocks. You can probably find one that you like if you don't like this style. Anyway, it's worth the love, it's worth the commitment, breaking them in, forming them to your feet. You're not gonna be able to part with them once they become yours. So in case you don't have a pair, I would check these out. Okay, I actually already mentioned Nisolo, forgetting that I had a pair of Nisolo shoes in this video. If you've been with my channel or you have been following me on Instagram, I've had these for years and I love these. These shoes are a pain to break in. Like you have to want it with these shoes. And if you're between sizes, I would actually recommend sizing like choosing the half size up. I'm not between sizes, I'm like a true 6. So these fit me really, really well. But if my foot was like even slightly bigger, I would have probably sized up. These are one of those shoes that you want to give up on because they are just so freaking stiff. And I actually got a pair of white ones, the same style but in white, I think back in the fall of last year, and they are nowhere near as comfortable as these ones because like I said, I've had these for years, I've broken them in for so long, and that white pair, I'm moving a little slower on that pair so they're not broken in yet, so I don't reach for them as much. These, however, are broken in and they are so good, so comfortable. I can wear them for so long now because they're soft. The leather has been softened and they just are so cute, guys. Not only are these my favorite shoes during like spring and summer, but I wear these all throughout the fall. They are this beautiful woven leather, and the thing, like I said about New Solo, is that the quality is truly incredible. Like I've had these for years and they have just stood the test of time. You can see I've worn them so much. Even on the inside, you can see I've worn them a ton. But honestly, as you wear these longer and longer, it's like the leather gets better and better. So it's the type of shoe that I would say break them in before you feel like you're gonna wear them for a very long period, because if you don't, you're gonna hate them and you're gonna get a blister and you're gonna be like, I never wanna buy these shoes from New Solo ever again. But they really, really are worth it. And that's actually why I got the white pair back in the fall, because I was like, no, I know that there's gonna be a period where I wanna throw these shoes away, but if I commit and I give it my all, they will be worth it and they will serve me back. So I would definitely recommend these. I just love them so much. The quality is a cut above and they are for sure worth it. Last pair of shoes. These are relatively new to my wardrobe too, but I just fell in love with these the second that I put these on. I've had a lot of trouble with shoes that tie around my ankle, and typically I just stay away from any of those types of shoes. Like if there's not a buckle or there's not like an elastic strap, but it's like an actual tie, I have always just been like, it's never worked for me, I'm not gonna get it. These ones were from Alohas and I was kind of skeptical about them. I liked that they had the little toe strap though. I thought that was like really, really trendy and cute. These ones, oh wait, guys, these ones are actually a 37. I really thought these were my normal size. I lied. In the beginning, I said these were all like a 36 or a size 6. These are a 37. So I guess these are a 6.5. I didn't even notice that. Anyway, these are so cute on, and I actually wore these for an entire day in New York. I was at a marketing conference and I wore these from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. I wore them all day and they really did not bother me. I actually really, really loved these. The block heel is great because they're super comfy, like really good heel height. I love all the little twists in them. And what's really nice about these is that you only wrap them around your ankle like once. I think the problem with the other shoes that I had with like the ankle strap was that the ankle straps were so long, you had to like wrap it around your ankle and like up your calf like 2 or 3 times, and they ended up being really like constricting on my ankles where I felt like I was like losing blood flow. These ones you only wrap one time, and I think that actually made them really, really comfy and actually work for me. So if you've had the same experience with those shoes that you like tie around your ankle like 4 times and you feel like your foot's about to fall off, these are worth trying and worth like redeeming that whole situation because they're just really, really cute on. So you're getting that similar like strappy style without losing your foot. But I definitely am gonna be reaching for these more. Like I said, these are relatively new to my wardrobe, so you probably haven't seen these a lot, but it's like one of those shoes that I know is gonna be a trusty shoe in my wardrobe. But those are my favorite shoes for summer slash just the things that I'm reaching for right now. Like I said, all of these shoes will be linked down below in the description box if there's anything that you're interested in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my first shoe focused video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if you found it helpful, if you found it entertaining, if it just gave you some ideas for adding to your shoe collection. Be sure to subscribe if you're new here and you want to stick around for some more videos. I'd love to have you back on my channel, and I'll see you in my next one really, really soon. Bye guys.